Yo, Queenzflipjr, we here. We're on Not 5. Queen Bee, Mr. Mean.
It's Mr Smoove
Hey guys, it's Aaliyah. Thanks for tuning in. And this is episode 25
of the school report.
Oh, good job. So it sounds so good, guys. Like, you know, we practice on this, guys. We fixed our intro.
Okay,
What's up?
you're starting to be predictable
I think
again.
they notice about
because
that.
we did
It's
the
obvious.
intro and you always say, you always comment
right.
on the intro.
Right,
So
right.
we might as well just get into it. So on this episode, we'll be talking about our tips on school. It's our school survival guide.
Basically.
What did I just say about flirting with me?
Aaliyah, please.
Just go into the video.
Aaliyah, explain what I said to flirt with him.
You keep on calling me babes, and I take that as you're flirting with me.
Did I
Okay,
just say
shut it,
babes,
just
or
shut
did
it.
I say basically?
Just shut it. I heard
Just
babes.
go into
Just
the
shush.
video.
A Nietzsche man. Continue.
Shut it. All right, guys. So
Shut can't go it.
I'm going to 10th grade, and there's like some things I may have regretted from last year that I shouldn't do this year.
Okay.
First up, I'm at least try to get my grades for all of my subjects 80s and above.
Okay. Everybody's gonna do that.
Yes.
Just let him talk.
I'm letting him talk.
Because you're going to be the last
I'm
one.
I'm just agreeing.
Just let him talk.
Oh.
And I have to study more often and get higher grades on my tests.
Okay. Can I help you with one too?
Oh.
Can I help him with one, Aaliyah?
No, but going in order. Just let him go.
All right.
Go ahead.
What else?
Oh, also not to snitch on people.
Oh, that's a low blow. What are you talking about,
Boy.
JR? What is this coming from?
Because
Don't-
you was
don't
harassing me,
snitch-
and
don't
technically
snitch
that's
on
not
ACR.
snitching.
I'm just saying, don't
Technically
snitch.
that's not
Don't
snitching,
snitch
but I'm
to
not
your
going
dir-
to argue back. Shut
don't
it.
snitch
Shut up.
to
Shut
your-
up. Shut up.
What do you call
I
those
didn't-
people in school again, Aaliyah?
Guidance counselors?
Guidance counselors, yeah. Or deans sometimes. Yeah, guidance counselors. Don't snitch to your
Okay,
guidance
and okay, and
don't
I
let
was
your guidance
okay,
counselor go back
okay.
to
Shut
your
up. Just
family
shut
member.
up.
You
Just
know
shut
what I'm
up. Just shut up. Thank you.
Shut doesn't go up, prices go up. Just telling you again.
Continue.
What else? I have to hang out with smart people, even though I actually do that.
Excuse me, don't steal my things. Thank you.
Oh well, but you hang out with the cool kids.
Don't steal what I said.
Just
Thank you.
continue.
Pretty much, that's really all. Really.
Okay. So I'm going to be a junior next year. Some things that I regret about last year is that I procrastinated a lot. Like in the mornings, I would do my homework on the bus. I need to stop doing that. I need to do it. I have to get everything organized. Like I have to split up my time. Like focus more on school at a point I keep stuttering, I'm sorry. At a point in time in the day, because I kind of mix everything up, like my social time, my school time, my family time. I kind of mix it all up. I need to set goals for the day to focus on one thing. And I would also like to make my grades higher, because I usually get 80s and 90s, but I like everything to be in the 90s. That's about it. And I would also split up school and social. Don't mix those two together. It just doesn't work out in the end.
No, I think Smoove has one to add too, because he has something to add.
Not cutting classes.
And Aaliyah, you're not talking to the mic. I'm just confused of why the mic is so far from your mouth, to the left, to your right. Put it in. What, you don't want to put it in front of you? Aren't you as tall as? Are you taller than the mic? No.
Yes.
Oh, Smoove, you had one to add too?
Yes, no cutting classes, even though I really don't cut class. But yes.
No, you threw a shot. Like when we were talking, you threw a
Don't
shot.
join the twerking squad, but I was just a joke though.
No,
That's
not
low.
that. No,
Wow.
why would you say that, you weirdo? I wasn't talking about that. I'm
Wow.
talking about when you said don't cut Spanish class.
Whoa,
That's what I said. Don't cut class.
That's what I said. You're supposed to say Spanish
time out.
class.
So y'all throwing shots at Aaliyah when off the camera it was asked personally not to throw any personal shots based off an Instagram post that we saw where she wasn't even Aaliyah, and y'all still brought it up to embarrass your co-host. What was that about?
what I was talking about was Spanish class. He just said don't cut class.
Cause we brought it up before she was in. I said don't bring that up. Aaliyah said that wasn't her. And right, Aaliyah?
Yes.
How do you feel about what the cheap shot that was just taken at you?
I feel like I don't throw shots at you, so I didn't expect that.
Cause a lot of girls
Ooh.
in my school are too nasty with that too.
Okay, but
Aaliyah, get him.
I don't throw shots at you. I leave you alone. But that was a little uncalled for.
See, I tell you, he's.
I understand
reckless.
the cutting class thing. I don't need to cut class, but that was a little uncalled for in my opinion.
What I said was.
My apologies though, but
No,
you-
what I was talking about was you said don't cut class. You didn't specify what class.
oh well, but it's still
You guys said
in the
don't-
same thing.
Don't cut Spanish class. I didn't say throw the shot that you said from before.
So then why didn't you just throw the shot?
Because he said it, not me.
Aaliyah, you gonna let Smoove get away with that, Aaliyah?
I'll get him back at another time. But just wait. Like, since he wanted to be unexpected this time, I'll get him back unexpectedly.
Smooth, you were wrong for that. So
I said my apologies.
where did that come from though? How did that come up with a?
So
Because you guys discussed it earlier. And I said no. Didn't I say no? Don't do that. And Smooth brought it up. Throwing
I was
shots at
confused.
Aaliyah.
You said what you said, so I was like,
But why
don't
would
cut
you
class.
automatically think about the twerking stuff?
Because
when-
that-
Because the
he
way how
had
you
that-
said that.
that shot he was gonna throw
Come on,
at
Mike.
her.
It's not that I was actually gonna say
But
those
Aaliyah sat here when we interrogated her based off of a Instagram video, which a couple of people saw. Fan circle, we got a call about it. She said it wasn't her, but you still accused her of joining the twerking squad.
Oh no, I was just saying that as a joke. It wasn't like supposed to
How
be
was
like
it a joke when
How
it's
was
some
it a
person?
joke if
Get
it
on,
was
Aaliyah. Aaliyah, you gonna have to do that?
No, it wasn't. I mean, obviously it wasn't. You wasn't saying it as general because you was talking about me. 'Cause you wouldn't have just said if you didn't see the Instagram video, you wouldn't have just said that as a general statement.
What you making puppy dog eyes at me for?
But it wouldn't have been a general statement. It's still throwing shots at me because it was my Instagram page. Like, do you get where I'm coming
No,
from?
Yeah,
he's lost. Explain what
no
she
one's
said.
talking to
Explain
you,
what she said
stupid.
then.
Is that me personally? I think that was low.
Yeah,
How
that
you
was,
feel,
that
Aaliyah?
was a low blow.
That was low.
You gonna just take that? Right? You respect it?
I'll take it.
You really take that?
I'll take it because I said, like before, I'll get him back at another time. He won't expect it. Because all I do is watch. I observe everybody.
Ooh, it's over.
Okay. It's
Hey,
over for you now.
So you mean just like Nicki Minaj? I see. That's not shot though, but
Oh, so what you want to
Yo,
say
JR,
now?
get him, JR.
What you want to say now?
He violated Aaliyah, JR.
First of
Because
all,
you told me to
first-
say that earlier.
I told him. He said that, oh, you know, not you joining twerking squad. Then I was like, if you say that, your whole
I said
career
don't
is
join.
done.
I didn't say she joined it though.
How did it come up? No, because we're going to switch the subject because Aaliyah wants to move forward from it. But how did it come up? Because we discussed this earlier. I want to move forward from it. I want to spend one more minute on this. How did it come up? Who came up with the idea earlier? What did you say to JR earlier when Aaliyah wasn't here, Smooth?
I was like, don't join the twerking squad. And then after he was like, I was like, you know what I'm talking about? He was like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So that was a shot towards Aaliyah, correct? Yes or no?
Correct, but I didn't mean no harm though.
But why would you throw a shot at her when off the camera? First, basically, you're trying to tarnish. This is why we call you social awkward. You want to go that low to tarnish someone's image, right? When the girl said it wasn't her.
That's right.
That's the so that's how far you go.
My apologies.
No,
Aaliyah,
no,
but-
but
You can't apologize,
your mom
you
tell you the
just
same
shot
thing.
it.
Why you always do that? Why do you go that far? That you can say anything else about the young lady. You go that far. The girl came here. You saw how serious it was. She took measures to take it down because it was her friend. She discussed it, and you brought it up. So now, when they bring up certain things about medication and stuff like that, you have to just take what comes to you. Okay?
All right.
All right, cool, JR. Yes, sir.
Fucking.
Okay.
Pills.
Yeah, JR.
Don't
Those
overdose,
aren't
please.
sleeping pills.
Please don't overdose like
JR,
that.
Those
that's
aren't
that's a little
sleeping
too
pills.
far. That's a little too far.
I'm sorry, Smooth.
Okay, it's not my
Penny
fault
don't
that
want
I
you.
was different unlike others. Some people may be normal. I'm not that normal. I'll
Really
admit that.
emotional. Oh.
What do you mean not a normal? You are
Because
normal.
I mean I am normal, but I mean like I have
Oh,
a
you
disability.
feel bad because you hurt a girl's feelings? Did
Didn't
you
you
feel
already
bad?
break a girl's arm?
Oh,
We already brought that up the last show though, but Okay.
All right, Smooth, you threw a low shot. Just think about it. Yeah, your turn. Go ahead, Leah. Pass it on there. Did you finish yours, Aaliyah?
Yeah, she finished. It's my turn.
Your turn.
So, we're talking about how to not regret, right? Like, we start off with not regret. So, what I regret last
You
year.
didn't say what grade you were going to.
All right, so what grade I'm going to is 8th grade. This is my last year in middle school. What I regret last year not doing is, like, getting my grades up. Because last 4th market period, I had 670s. And that time, I wasn't doing so good. So this year, I'm trying to do 80s and higher. Go to my teachers, get extra credit, talk to them, go after school, do what I have to do, and try. I just want my grades to be 80 and 90 and higher. That's it. But like with everything, like with the kids and stuff, I help them stop not get bullied too. So that's all I have to say.
Okay.
Smooth. You feeling bad, really?
I feel bad though, but it's nothing really like
But
to cry
there's
for.
no but. If you say sorry, there's no but in it.
Okay. But you be throwing shots at her too.
Was that if any shots I throw, I make sure it's not low to her.
Okay, but be more specific of what you're talking about.
Bro, you said cut in class, right?
Okay, but that's still the same category as cutting though. Isn't it?
Twerking, squatting, cutting class is not the same.
Cutting
I think
class.
He already said the low blow. It's over. Just push it to the side. You're just arguing. It's going to go back and forth. He's going to apologize. You're going to clown him for apologizing. You're just going to go back and forth. It was a low blow. He put it to me. I will get him back. That's it.
Let's go. Next. Yeah, I like that, Aaliyah. Let's go next.
I have some more advice. One thing that I could say is that overall, I would like to focus more. Like last year I didn't focus, in my opinion.
Are you making puppy dog eyes at me for? I'm confused.
Yeah, that's low.
I just want to make sure you're focused.
But overall, I would just like to focus on, focus individually in each class. Like, I wasn't focusing at one point in, in the school year, there's, parts where I was not focusing. And then towards the end of, the marking period, I would try to pull everything back together. Oh. And waiting for the end of the marking period is not good. You're sitting there rushing, trying to get extra credit. You're all stressed out. It's you might as well just get everything done when it's supposed to be done.
Bro, Aaliyah, I have something to prescribe to you. But it's no shots thrown. Listen.
Prescribe?
Not prescribed, but I heard of something. It's a medication called Falkland, where you could take so you could be focused in school.
I see exactly what you're doing. Look here.
No. I said no shots
She don't
thrown.
need that. She don't need that. She can focus
But
well.
if you take
Don't
Falkland,
be
you have to take
stupid.
sleeping
Don't
pills
be
too,
stupid.
because
Thank
it
you. I'm
makes
not
you
gonna
stay
keep on
alive.
fighting
Stay
with you
alive.
all
Or you
day.
can take 5-hour energy drink.
JR, first of all, let's talk about you. Now you said you want to throw shots at everybody.
All right.
You didn't complete
do
your
good at school.
responsibilities.
Exactly. Let's talk about you real quick. Now, you had 90s, 80s,
And 170.
and 170 first market period, right?
Yeah.
Second market period, you went low a couple of classes. Third market period, you went lower. The last, fourth, you had majority of 70s. You were giving warnings. You were talked to. You were also yelled at. You were also disciplined. But you were giving warnings. JR, do this. We got to do that. Da-da-da. 7th grade, it takes serious. We want you in a good high school, JR. Come on. Talk endless night, and you still dropped. And on top of that, you would talk about, I'm talking to my friends and on some other stuff that's kind of, skittle-ish. So,
Fruity Pebbles.
So, how can you judge other people when you didn't keep your word yourself? How can you judge Mr. Smoove or Aaliyah, but you didn't keep your word yourself when you have you had a show and stuff like that? It looks like you're being distracted. How can you judge them when that's what you did? Smoove moved to our home. He was failing. He moved to our home, right?
Yeah.
And he ended up passing with the help. You dropped. Were you jealous because Smoove was getting attention with help with homework?
No, I'm not.
So you
jealous
dropped.
of
So how can you judge them? Get him, Aaliyah.
Well, I dropped
Get him,
because
Aaliyah.
I was probably too focused on, probably bothering him stuff, instead of my schoolwork.
That's still focusing on him. That means that you're jealous of him. If you're
Who needs
bothering
focusing, right,
him-
Aaliyah?
If you're bothering him, then that means your attention's on him. So if you're not focusing in school, especially in 7th grade. 7th grade is a big, like, when you put down your high schools, they're not looking at your 8th grade grades. They're looking at your 7th grade grades. They're gonna look at the last marking period. They're gonna look at all of that. And it's just like focusing that on him. You should have been focusing on school. That's what I did in 7th grade. 8th grade, I mean, I'm not saying that you don't need to do anything. You still need to get good grades, but that's not as important. Like, I'm not saying that it's wrong for you to start. I'm not saying that it's wrong for you to get better this year, which you should be doing, but you should have been doing this last year. Like, that's a big
Get him
grade.
Smooth. Get him Smooth.
Like,
I don't. I'll wait till
it's
you
okay,
guys.
you can go ahead.
I don't see why you're criticizing me. No one's perfect life. Not saying that you shouldn't make mistakes, but that was a big mistake by far you made. Instead of you doing good,
Focus
you want to
system.
trade insults with me all day long, right?
Yeah, Smooth. Tell him. So yeah, JR. So what you got to say for yourself?
I'll take that L. I understand that. All right, so guys, look, I focus all on him instead of my schoolwork. I know. I did.
No, that's
Too
not true.
self-centered.
But he wasn't in your school with you when you were
That's true.
talking in class and laughing and making fun of him about having a para when you had paras in your class also.
So guys, look, there's a para teacher and there's a para for the student.
You made fun of Smooth for having paras in his class, and then you try to say the para was to one student, but when that's not true. Para are there to help kids that cannot function properly or have behavioral issues. Your excuse was it's for one student.
Yeah, because all right, so the person that has the para,
Talking to the mic.
the person that has the para, the other kids use her just like answer questions and help them write down and give them the answers. To
Okay.
that. Then the second,
But
the
that's
para.
towards the whole class.
You shut up. The para.
You're mad because you lied, right? Am I
True.
correcting you?
I'm not mad because if I was mad, I would have roasted you. So a para.
No, but people don't have to be mad.
I think what he meant was you were getting loud because you're wrong. You're not. But he's making a valid point, and
It's
you're
true.
not taking the point in. Like,
Get
you're
it.
you're not taking the point in.
JR, don't go that.
You are.
JR,
You're
I'm
getting
not-
loud because
I'm
you
not
see
gonna do
that
it.
you see that
Jay, don't
what
go
you're
down like
saying
that.
is wrong.
don't go down like that,
I'm
JR.
not POP.
You,
I'm not.
you
Don't go
see-
down like this, JR. You better defend yourself.
I know. I'm gonna throw that shot after POP. I'm gonna throw that shot after.
So let me ask you a question. How did you know that a para? Because you, to your credit, you wasn't aware.
No, I didn't
Tell
pay
us, bring us
attention.
the story of it. You know what a para is, right?
Kind of.
She don't know. She never had to go use paras. She skipped grades. Bring us to the story of how you became aware of your para. Bring us to the story. Had a conversation with. Let's bring us to it.
So I think it was with this girl. I think she answered a question. She said, "What's 20 times 10?" And she said, "It's 180." So then the teacher was like, "No." Then the other kids was just laughing. Well, I was laughing too, but the other kids were laughing. And then the teacher said, "No, it wasn't 180." Then after you asked me questions, you started asking me.
Tell the story. I started one day. We had a conversation with my father. Go ahead, tell him.
Yeah, and then we started talking about the kids that go with the other teachers. Then we started talking about if I have three teachers in the classroom. Now I was like, yeah, because two of them are paras and one of them are the main teachers, and that's how you figured out that I had a para.
That's not how it happened. We were talking about math. Please don't
Yeah,
forget,
it was
or you're gonna get embarrassed. We were talking about math, correct?
Yes,
Do you
we were.
remember the conversation about math?
Yeah, it was.
You were telling me about one of your friends and your POP, such an easy math problem, and they got it wrong, correct?
Yeah, 20
And-
times 10.
Yeah, and you also said one of your friends, but he walks home, so we don't want to talk about him because I like him.
Yeah,
Right? You remember what I'm talking about?
yeah, I remember.
And then you told me about the math, and I said, JR, why is your math so easy? Didn't you do this last year? And you said what?
I said, yeah, we're just revising what we did last year.
Okay, but everybody that goes to another grade doesn't revise. So then I said, JR, something is not right. Then what did you take it upon yourself and did, JR?
I think I searched up what a paraprofessional was,
Mm-hmm.
and I figured out what a paraprofessional was.
That's not true. Once again, your memory is having a lapse. You didn't go to school the next day and ask the teacher after I had a long conversation with you about you doing math that was done previously.
Yeah, I talked to her about it, and then she was
And
like,
what did she tell you, JR?
some of the kids they have problems with behaving themselves, and then they need
Okay.
a second teacher in the room.
Okay, but you didn't need the help with the second math, right?
No.
Okay, but you were in that class, and then did you end up figuring out why were you in that class? You didn't end up figuring out, right? You still don't know why.
I think it's from my 6th grade class, because all my 6th grade classes, I never had a para.
Yeah, I remember. But what did you do? What did you do towards it? It had to be something, JR, that they put you in. Something went wrong. Well, you gotta identify, and this is how you have to help other kids. You can't make fun of Smoove. You have to identify in your mind what went wrong that I had to end up in this class. There's always a 701, 702, 70, the numbers. Okay. One time I went to a class, my mother caused a fit, and I was out of there. He is not staying in there, because I didn't need that. I just had a behavioral problem, not a smart problem. You have to figure out what have you done that the teacher, because you went viral that year.
Yeah.
So unless they felt that the only thing I can think of is your attendance. Well, you have to come up with something to make us figure it out.
Well, I think it's like it's 2 things.
Okay, yeah.
I think it might be my behavior in 6th grade.
Okay.
Wait, no, 3 things. It might be my behavior, my average for the last marking period.
Okay.
And my attendance.
So your attendance was bad because we kept traveling.
Yeah.
Was that the time we were traveling a lot?
Yes.
Okay. That was the time we was traveling a lot. So okay, so that's not really your fault.
No.
So now what about the average? Did you said the average?
Yeah, I had a 77 in 6th grade.
Oh. They did complain about your attendance a lot. So it could be our fault, but what about your behavior, JR? I didn't know you had a behavior.
Yeah, in 6th grade, I used to talk a lot. They moved my seat a lot. Remember I was telling you that I had to move my seat because I kept talking to Chris and a whole bunch of people. And I got in trouble for it.
Aaliyah, get him.
I got in trouble for using my
Get him
phone
out judging.
in class.
Aaliyah, get him.
No,
And I got in trouble. I got in trouble because they tried to say that I bullied somebody, but I really didn't bully the person. I stuck up for the person. There's a lot of things that happened.
Why did you bully the person?
Because the girl started crying because I started defending her, and she thought I was throwing shots towards her. Because there was this girl roasting her, and I roasted the girl, but she had her head down, and the girl with her head down thought I was roasting her, and then she started crying.
Oh, okay.
And they tried to claim me that I was bullying somebody.
Turn up, JR. Nah, they got at you. Turn up now.
First of all, Smoove, please don't interrupt.
What is it? Interrupt.
Please don't.
Boy,
yeah.
don't talk to
I
me.
texted something in group chat, talking about learn to play Minecraft. Did you learn how to play Minecraft?
No. And
Why?
I will not, because it's boring.
Thank you.
Know, if you don't know, if you didn't
I've
play,
played
how
it
do you know
before.
if
I've played it before.
Do you know how to play?
Elias taught me some things, but it's boring. Why would I keep learning how to do this if it's boring? I don't want to play Minecraft.
So what would you do? Did you have any time with your brother? Did you spend any time with your brother?
I spend time with my brother every day. I help him
Did
do
you
his
play
homework.
with him? No.
I help him do his homework. I watch TV with him. So.
Did you play with him?
Did I play with him?
Did you slap him?
No, I didn't slap him. Did you elbow your brother in the stomach?
Oh. Yeah, I did when we was play fighting recently. Yeah.
Aaliyah,
I really did. I really did.
love it. Don't play with Aaliyah.
He
Don't
keeps
play with
coming
her.
at me for Minecraft. He doesn't
Don't
even
play with
know
him,
the whole story. Like I said, we was play fighting. I don't slap my brother. I don't pinch him every day. But you want to elbow your brother, and
I elbowed him last time. I elbowed him. I think it was yesterday when we were fighting.
Oh, okay.
Smoove, did you learn the Chronic album?
Whoopsie!
I don't know.
Whoops!
See, I'm gonna be the bad guy now because he's saying stupid stuff.
You say stupid stuff too. You criticizing me. You criticizing me.
Aaliyah looking kind of nervous, huh? What's going on here, Aaliyah?
I'm not nervous. I listened to the album, so.
Really?
I did listen to the album.
JR, ask questions.
Sing Forgot About Dre for me. Sing the first
I'm going to
part.
sing it. I told you I didn't know the lyrics. I listened to the songs over and over.
So if you learned it, how come you can't sing it?
I'm not going to. I don't know the words.
I should sing the next episode.
I don't know the words word for word, so.
Sing what's the introduction, because it's not a word.
How about you say how parents are annoying, since you didn't know about what to say for that episode?
I didn't know what to say for that.
You were scared because Flip was in here.
I wasn't scared.
Come at me for not being prepared. Go ahead. Because we can play back from the episode.
Where that came from, Aaliyah? Aaliyah, what?
I asked.
I
looked at the intro. I looked at what they said in the comments. They had no problem with it. They liked the 2K stuff. They said nothing about They said nothing bad about 2K.
Overall, you had nothing. You weren't prepared.
Shy because
you were shy because Flip was here.
Right.
When you got his approval, you was all hyped.
Don't
to
let
say
do that. Don't
everything,
let
so.
JR.
Explain
Come
in the comments.
Stick on the fire, JR.
Come at me for the
Don't lose,
album.
JR.
Go ahead.
Tell me in the comments.
Come at me for the album.
Come at the
Go ahead.
comments.
Okay, but you're not in the comments again. So
How am I not in the comments?
I don't see your name in the comments at all.
That episode was about me. They talked about me. They didn't talk about Aaliyah.
They talked about
they
you want to know why they talked about you? Because everybody got at you. That's why.
Explain who got at me in the comments.
I didn't say that. I said you were the. Okay, you wanted to say that you were in the comments. The reason why they put your name in the comments was because everybody got at you. They want to help you. They want to make you feel better. But honestly, you made no sense. And we can watch the video again. You weren't prepared. So come at me for the album. Go ahead. I'm waiting.
She's Eminem herself.
Doesn't have anything to say. So.
JR, no. JR, don't.
I'm not going to say I don't care.
Because
it's different
you don't know what to say.
JR.
We procrastinated for like 3 weeks about this.
Let's go, JR.
Did we procrastinate that episode?
Oh!
No, we did not.
Let's go, JR.
We procrastinated for, I think it was a
Talk about the album, JR. Get up.
Okay, but
you don't even know what's...
Use the brain. Use the brain.
No, you don't know the next episode.
But
you forgot about Drake. You still don't know. Still DRE.
But
you don't know any of those songs. You can't even name 23 songs.
And it's pain. We just talk, JR.
You can't even name anything. You can't even name the Explosive.
Okay,
like, that's the easiest song with Nate Dogg.
Okay,
like
but was I the one? I
delayed
delayed that episode for 1 week. I wasn't
explain to me when you
listen. I wasn't the one who was like, I was prepared. If I was ready to take the L, I would have took the L. I was not saying that I wanted to postpone the episode. So try again.
Listen, you supposed to be the bigger person to say, I listened to the album. Let's do it. You didn't do that. You still didn't say anything about that. I had to ask the question. Both of you guys said yes. Did any of you guys say, let's do it? No.
Aaliyah about to get at you because
we
you
were
tried.
supposed to do it that week, and then you was like, we're going to do Juice. So try again. You're not making
Aaliyah's gonna
any
get at me
sense.
because I didn't tell him what movies to watch.
Get him, Aaliyah. You know that. Get him, Aaliyah. He tried to outshine it. Get him, Aaliyah. Talk to him about that, Aaliyah.
I didn't know.
Outshine his team. Talk to him, Aaliyah. What type of team?
Because I don't understand why. It's just not making any sense. Again,
Pushing
he
buttons.
doesn't. Okay, but he doesn't. He always comes at me because I'm not dedicated to the show, and he's not either.
So you admitting that you're not dedicated to the show, Aaliyah?
No,
Explain to me,
I said he always comes at me for not being dedicated to the show, but he's the main one that's not dedicated to the show.
Aaliyah, are you trying to use that because nobody was talking about that? Are you trying to use that
You
because
were
you
just
lost the
using
last
that.
argument we were just talking about?
Nobody lost the argument. You're the one who lost the argument.
You switched the whole topic. We was talking about the
Hold up.
Okay,
let
but
him
you
talk because we all know he's not gonna make no sense.
How did I go to dedicated to the show?
Because if I was you're basically saying that if I was dedicated to the show, that I would have had the Chronic album down pat. That's basically what you're saying. You don't have to say the word dedicated. You don't have to say the word dedicated. You don't have to. You don't have to say the word dedicated. But what you said goes to the topic.
Aaliyah, your voice. Are you alright, Aaliyah?
No, I'm aggravated.
You about to cry?
No, I'm not about to cry. I'm just aggravated.
What are you aggravated for, Aaliyah?
Because he keeps coming at me and it's annoying. I'm aggravated.
Oh.
Aaliyah, come on, Aaliyah. Come on, Aaliyah.
I'm aggravated.
Hold it down.
I'm not about to cry. I'm not crying over him. I'm just aggravated. Because they keep coming at me for the show and they're never prepared, so. But I'll do my moment next, since you want to come at me for the Aaliyah moment. This episode, I think it was a good episode. Honestly, I think that you shouldn't have come for me for the low blow, but I'll get back at you. You again made no sense. I think you should work on that. I think we did really good on the intro, and I think we could do better next episode, in my honest opinion.
Wait, hold on. All right, time out.
Yeah, time out.
Stop. Shut up, yeah. Aaliyah, what started
Aggravating me because I'm dedicated to the show. I've been trying my hardest, and they keep coming at me that I'm not dedicated, and we all do something wrong, and it's just aggravating me because he keeps coming at me for the same things, for the same exact things, and it's annoying. Like, it's annoying at points.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean to be on the show crying or whatever. I'm not trying to, like, build an audience or whatever, but it's like when I get aggravated, it just pushes my buttons, you know?
You're a strong girl. That's what I'm saying. But
It just.
but what do you? Okay.
I'm not crying. I'm not crying over the show. I'm not crying. It just. I'm not upset. Like I'm not. It's just when I get aggravated. It's just all. You know when you get your feelings like. You
So
feel
what
like,
do you? Okay. So why don't you?
Yeah.
Why don't you discuss? And if I cause to the aggravation also by me exciting, you can tell me because I'm here to understand what aggravated you about the show. Did it start from him throwing that shot? Like, can you explain?
It didn't start from the shot.
So it didn't start from him. He has nothing to do with it.
I mean, he started me a little bit. He ignited the anger, but it wasn't like it wasn't all the way up there. It's just him keep attacking me for the same.
And me
thing.
hyping it. Do me hyping it get you to?
Not you hyping it. I mean, you hyped up him, but it was just like he kept coming at me when he also did the same thing. When you also did the same thing. So it's just like I'm not crying over you. Trust me. I have no reason to cry over you. I'm just aggravated.
Do you want this scene? Do you want us to take this scene out the episode?
I mean, if you want to, I don't really care. I'm not crying over him. It's just I'm just
Because you say you don't want to build the audience. I mean, the audience will choose your side, but I mean, what?
If you want to cut it out, you can cut it out.
No, I don't. Actually, I don't want to cut it out because this is the real reality. But only, you know, you've been asking us to. You may want things cut out. I don't know. You tell us, because
Smoove ruined the episode because he recorded.
But why? But why? Yeah. But Leah. Okay. So JR got you aggravated just now because. But I think it's more than that. Let me tell you why. I think because you are aware how displeased I am that you guys didn't study the Chronic album. And because of that, him using that against you got you aggravated because you're already aware how displeased I am.
Yeah, it kept repeating. Like, I'm tired of hearing it. Like, I listened to the album. I'm not the one who ended the episode. I wasn't the one, like, let's do it the next week.
That's
I was
true.
prepared the week that we were supposed to be doing the Juice movie. I
True.
was just like, if I was going to take the L, I was going to take the L. I didn't care. I was still going to do it. But I wasn't.
You have to care though, Leah. You know that.
No, it wasn't.
You didn't care if you took the L.
I didn't care if I took the L. Like, it was going to be a fun game. I didn't care. It's just like when I keep hearing it week by week, like every single time, it just aggravates me.
Okay, but why you didn't get aggravated at Mr. Smoove for letting your friend miss an episode? Why you didn't get aggravated at Mr. Smoove for throwing that first shot at you? He started it. I'm just asking you. I'm just asking you how you think. It's why you and JR keep going at it, and even your family is telling you that you let Mr. Smoove ride. Not saying you have to get at him, but I'm just saying, like, because you've been too easy for somebody and not being particularly in the middle, that's what made him comfortable to say what he said. Just my opinion. How do you feel? What I'm saying.
I should have came at him, but I knew it was. I knew it wasn't like. I knew it didn't come like the way I know him, like how I've seen him. I knew it didn't come where he was trying to
maliciously.
He wasn't trying to throw a shot at me. He just, like, his personality, he just, like, said it. Like, he doesn't think before he says.
Okay.
I already know that, but I was aggravated that he said it. Like, I was upset that he said it, but I knew it didn't come, like, to, like, come at me. It was just aggravated from, like, the same things that...
I just said me. See?
I'll be
Boy,
fine.
you was over there laughing in the corner
fine.
while
You
she was
make-
crying.
Smoove, get him. Smoove,
Stop.
get
Why
him.
you
You made
crying
me
after
laugh.
someone
Get him.
laughing?
Stop. I'm
Cause,
Open the can.
Cause you over there,
Don't take it
you
over.
over there
Open
like
the
this.
can on him, Smoove.
You over there like this.
Open the proper can of all the stuff he do. Smoove, get at him
First
now.
of all, you didn't bring the laptop. What else?
Oh!
You forgot the GoPro for 2 days.
Oh!
What else? You want to trade insults with me all day,
Oh!
every day,
What about your hair,
24/7.
Smoove? What about-
You want to mess up my hair.
What he says to
you want
you?
to talk about have cockroaches in my hair. Where?
What else he said he was Smoove? Call you what? What else he call you?
He tried to call me pimple face boy.
What else he call you?
He called me babes too. Hot cakes. Like, what you flirting with me for?
It's not flirting. It's getting you.
Get him, Smoove. Tell him how you feel about how he
I
came.
think that's
how he
some
made Aaliyah
auntie
cry.
man thing. That's
Tell
some
him how you
auntie man
feel that
thing.
he made Aaliyah.
You don't treat a real woman like that. I mean, I'm sorry for coming at you earlier. I really mean it.
Get
though,
him,
but-
Smoove. Get
but I mean
him!
that you have to rile her up because every week by week I see you throwing shots at her all day, 24/7, and that's not nice.
Tell
You
him what
see
else.
me as different with me because I mean, like it annoys me, but
Really, it's
Smoove,
different.
get him. Tell him what
but
to
it's
do.
not like
Smoove.
I will break down like that. I would
Oh,
just
so
get
now you're throwing a
annoyed.
shot at Aaliyah because you're saying you're not going to break down.
That's not a shot, actually. I'm just saying, like, sure that I'm soft, though. Like, I am very sensitive, though, but I'm not going to cry over something like that.
But you almost cried earlier today, though, it looked like. Your voice started cracking.
Because, I felt sorry, though.
I'm confused of what's going on. Like, you guys okay?
It's
what
like
did you
he
eat this
keeps
week?
on
Did you eat McDonald's this week?
No.
I ate it.
I did.
Yeah, that's what it is, the estrogen.
I ate it, though.
Do you want to take a break?
No, I'll be fine by next week.
It looked like you look like you hesitate. If you want to, you can.
No, I'm gonna be on here next week. I'm sorry.
You're so pretty when you cry, though. You know that? Anybody think you're pretty? You're a pretty cry. Some people make ugly face. You feel bad, JR? How you feel about this, JR?
Well, I felt like
I don't think he feels sorry.
Would break down and cry like that. I thought she was strong, but
Yeah, like I said, some people are sensitive.
It's not you.
I'll stop throwing shots at her. I'll stop.
No, you can keep throwing shots at me. I know you.
I recommend that. I really don't recommend that.
It's okay.
Oh.
You are jealous of me. I can see it.
Being a girl.
You
As
like,
soon as you
like
came
I
on the
said,
as
when you
came on
mess
the
with my.
show, you started throwing shots
Alright,
at
what
me,
you
so
say?
that's not bothering me. It's just.
All right, listen to this.
Okay, go ahead.
The 3 last people that came on the show, I threw all shots at them. The first time they came on the
Except
show.
Joanna was getting pissed though when you was doing that
Yeah,
to her
she was
though.
getting pissed.
But she didn't cry though. But she like, I'm sure she would
Isn't
have
that
probably.
a shot? She didn't cry. That's a shot.
I'm not
towards
saying.
Aaliyah.
I'm not saying that's a shot though.
You know what, though? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say this. Aaliyah, I appreciate you. Yeah, I know when I talk like this, something's kind of, I appreciate you. The problem, the thing is, Aaliyah, though, even though it's a lot of pressure, you have to live up to the expectations that is presented to you. And everyone know, you a smart girl. Listening to the Chronic album, which that's what it was, that's what he was talking about, to the people that know you think that it shouldn't be that hard. It's just that you're not into it. That's what Pooh said, but you may feel different, but that's how we feel because you learn, he knows you because he watched you learn other songs quickly. And the fact is, you're disrespecting the show. You're not disrespecting the show intentionally. You're not doing that, but you have sponsors, you're getting compensated, and this is a show. You have a responsibility, Aaliyah. That's what it comes down to. So that's why he's able to use that against you because he, who was 12 and younger than both of y'all, had learned the lyrics verbatim. The only person that should struggle with this is him because of his situation. Not you, and that's what they got at you. Now, you can use this excuse to say, I do a lot at home, so it prevents that. Then you're valid. I need a couple of more weeks. That's a valid. But you can't just say, you can't say that. You can't. You just can't. You didn't give yourself enough time. You didn't discuss with the team and say, you know what, guys? Let's do this on this date. You have a calendar, ma. Yo, let's do this on this day. I need about 2 weeks. Let's unravel this. Let's unravel that. Broke down today like some sort of, like you know what I'm saying? Damn, Aaliyah. Wow. I love that. I love you to death. What do you want to change? You just want... Come on, Aaliyah.
It's right.
I have a story to tell too. I think he might be jealous of her because there was this one time I have a friend, right? He had a crush on her, right? And he was making fun of her because, I don't want to say that, because of her sexual orientation, right?
Oh, he went far, Smoove.
Why are you revealing her name? Why are you revealing your name? But why you're lying if you know you liked her? You know that you liked her though.
Whoa,
you know that you liked her.
You're not supposed to do that, JR.
Could you please cut that out too?
Yeah, I can cut that out.
Thank you. But you know you liked her though, so you cannot be saying anything.
I didn't like her. I just thought she was pretty.
Okay, but we exposed you though about that.
Who was the one who I made say sorry to me?
Okay, because she feels sorry for you. She feels sorry.
We have to end the episode. It's already like 40 minutes.
Wait,
Yeah.
should we do
Everybody
a
give
moment?
Aaliyah a hug. Big hug. Group hug. Team hug.
I'm sorry.
Team hug. Team hug together. Team hug. JR.
Yo, why you
Go
being
in.
like that?
Everybody. Team hug. JR. Go in. Look at Smooth. Go in, JR.
Stop itching my skin.
Hey, too close.
Exactly.
Watch it might fall.
All right.
Should we do your moment?
I did it, and then I broke down, and then nobody realized that I did it. But thanks for watching this episode.
Rate, subscribe, and comment, please.
It's like, subscribe, rate, and comment. But you can't
Same
rate this. You
thing.
can like.
Well,
comment,
you
and
can.
subscribe.
It's like judging though of how good it is.
Doesn't that mean commenting?
Is that the rating too?
Isn't that commenting?
Rate.
It's the same.
It's
okay,
same thing.
you
I'm not
said- you
arguing
said
back.
That's it.
Commenting.
Okay. Say your outros.
This Queenzflipjr. Hope y'all had a good episode. Hope y'all liked the episode.
It's Mr Smoove. This is one wild episode. I'm sorry, Aaliyah.
Oh, you
Like
said
I
that 3 episodes. Don't say that
we
again.
have to end it. We have to end
I'm
it.
not-
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, do all of that. Thank
ya.
you. See you guys later.
See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye,
See
guys.
ya next week, guys.
Next week.